That was a typical Tuesday practice of game week. So what we're going to do this week is go through what would be a typical game week with our preparation, meetings, and on the practice field, and get our whole game plan installed, come out here and practice it, and then when we get down to San Diego, you know, there's a few more distractions, obviously. We're out of our element, and we'll practice, and we'll practice the way we practice, but we'll be more just kind of keeping it sharp, polish it up practices. We want to get the majority of the mental work done in before we go down to San Diego. So that's what today was. Tomorrow will be like a typical Wednesday. Wednesday will be like a typical Thursday. And then Thursday we'll have it won't be a typical Friday because that would be a walkthrough for us. We'll probably have a little move the ball and a young guys scrimmage again, like we did at the end of practice today and we did the last 2 Saturdays.
We look at the tape of Baylor's defense. Do you see a defense that's 119th in the nation?
No, you see a bunch of fast athletes. You know, they play a lot of really explosive teams, and they're capable, very capable. You know, and then their offense is ridiculously good. I mean, they go at a real fast tempo. You know, I think they're comparable to Houston and Arizona, and probably a little bit faster in their tempo. They've got, you know, guys that can run after the catch, and they stretch the field well. So it'll be a barn burner.
What's the key to keeping up with that tempo? Is it just kind of staying focused, or?
I think the key thing is getting off the field on third down. Unless you can get a takeaway on first or second down, trying to get off the field. You know. Fortunately for us, it's not a real big shock when we face a team like that because we practice against a tempo offense. Now our offense doesn't work at quite the same tempo, but our look teams have done a good job. You know, in the games that we played up-tempo offense has given us the look. The fact that we played Arizona State, Arizona, Houston, you know, I'm sure I'm leaving people out, but those are the teams that just come to mind. That'll help us because we've got experience. So it won't just be a total shock to us.
You've got guys who have been out for a while, like Devin and Metro. Is it hard to reintegrate them back into the game plan?
It would be, I think, if it was just a week of practice. But the fact that we got the last Saturday, this previous Saturday, and then we get 4 practices this week, and then the practices down there, I think it makes it a lot easier. You know, I think they'll feel comfortable. I think it's really important for Devin, especially. Stevens played at least. Devin. It's been a long time. I don't remember what game he got hurt in. Colorado games. It's been a long time for him. But having the extra practices will help.
Do you have any impressions on how Terrence Williams compares to Marquise Lee?
Say that again.
How Terrence Williams might compare to Marquise Lee?
Well, they're both All-Americans. Much more familiar with Marquise. I've seen him a lot more. I've seen him in person. Chance is more of a down the field, straight line, just big time speed guy. When he gets in the open field, he's tough to catch, he's tough to tackle. Same with Marquise. Different offenses though. You know, Marquise runs more design, or I shouldn't say design, more like of a typical route tree. They're both great players. I mean, they're first team All-Americans, so we have our hands full.
With this much preparation time, is it kind of re-emphasizing the fundamentals, going over and over and over, or maybe going a little bit deeper into the playbook?
You know, it's probably a combination of both. The last 2 Saturdays have been really all about fundamentals. We have pretty long individual periods, so we're always stressing the fundamentals. That's one of the things that we really believe strongly in. I think one of the challenges when you play a game like this, where there's a long time that you're practicing and preparing for, is that you don't get stale. You know, so what we'll do is, like I said, we'll have 3 really hard days on Baylor, and then on Thursday we'll kind of back off Baylor and just go against ourselves again. Kind of an emphasis on, what we do, not necessarily playing against what they do. And I think that'll sharpen us up again and then go down there and hit it pretty hard again for Baylor.
Do you get the feeling this defense relishes this challenge with a quarterback that's thrown over 4,000 yards and almost 350 a game?
I hope they do. When we've faced quarterbacks that have had a lot of success going into the game, we've played pretty well. This is a unique challenge. Like I said, they go fast. They have an All-American receiver. They score points. We were watching them last year when they just, ran up and down the field on Washington. Washington was keeping up on offense, but couldn't quite, stay up with as explosive they are. But I think our guys, they're competitors. Competitive kids love those challenges. So we'll see how we do. We'll see how we react. I know this. Their attitude, the last week or so has been great. They're excited about playing again as a team, as a defense.
With how young your offensive line has been all season, are you impressed with the steps forward that they've made season long?
Yeah, I think that they've worked hard. They've had a great attitude. They've improved throughout the course of the year. They fought through some injuries. Simon's knees bothered him. Torian, he had the heart procedure. Jake's played pretty healthy. I think the fact that Jeff Bach has been able to be consistent in terms of his play every week has helped us. It's helped those young guys. So yeah, I'm excited about the progress they've made. They've just got to keep moving in the right direction.
With Xavier, is it amazing how the season he's had, given that he was away from football for so long?
I don't know. I guess he was a freshman All-American a couple of years ago, so he had to come in and perform quickly then. And it's just that, he's a smart guy. He works hard. He's a good athlete. He's a good player. He takes his craft seriously, and he's a good role model for these guys. You got those three freshmen that you got X and you got Baca. Those are two pretty good guys to look at in terms of how to prepare and what your mindset needs to be.
Finals week over. You gotten any grade reports or anything you're worried about?
No. I asked last Friday, and our academic people said we look pretty good, but you never know if there's surprises or not. But I think they worked pretty hard at it, so hopefully everyone's cleared. I hope.
You get 15 bowl practices. You're not going to get to that number. Is there some concern that you didn't get to take advantage of all those, and why did that happen? Basically, because of finals week.
No, two reasons. One being finals week. Yes, we don't want to practice during finals week. You're allowed to, but we needed to give them a chance to really focus in on school, and then we decided that first week after the Pac-12 championship game to just come out twice and do the skills and drill stuff, 7-on-7, 1-on-1. Those will count as practices. So I don't even know what the number puts us at. But no, I like the way our schedule is laid out. I think it's going to be great work for us, and I think we'll be sharp going into the game.
Do you get the impression that Anthony's close to officially making a decision either way on?
I don't know yet. Yeah, I really haven't asked him in the last couple of days. We'll see. We'll see.
When you talked to him before, how did that conversation go?
Oh, well, I think that he's got a lot to decide on. We'll see. I think he'd be better asked than me, but I'm sure he won't answer it. So. Anything else? All right. Thank you.